What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another Friday Night SmackDown full show results coming you guys here on the Unstoppable Wrestling News and Results. I'm Unstoppable Denominator. We are kicking off WWE SmackDown. John Cena enters the ring. John extends a warm welcome to Tulsa and all the viewers tuning in for the season premiere of SmackDown. However, before he can continue, Roman Reigns' entrance music blares through the arena, and Roman Reigns, accompanied by Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa, but we noticed that Jey Uso is not with them. They make his dramatic entrance, interrupting John Cena. John positions himself on the opposite side of the ring from Roman, Paul, and Solo Sikoa, ready to engage. Paul looks eyes with Roman Reigns and promptly hands him the microphone when Roman Reigns extends his hand. Roman addresses Cena with a mix of taunts, referring to him as John Boy and Hollywood. He informs Cena that if he intends to kick off the show, he must do it the proper way. Roman then urges the Tulsa crowd to acknowledge his presence. Roman addresses the crowd, insinuating that they're cheering for a coward. He claims that John Cena only returned because Roman took his leave and that Cena had the audacity to let people call him the greatest of all time. Roman asserts his own status as the true GOAT and declares that they've faced similar situations before and dealt with them successfully. He warned Cena to leave or they'll force him out. John Cena acknowledges the high energy in the arena. He emphasizing the unpredictable nature of SmackDown. He mentions that he's not here to challenge Roman, but to pay his respects. Cena praises Roman's 1,138 day championship reign as the greatest accomplishment in WWE history. Cena then hints at someone who has earned a shot. LA Knight makes his entrance and Cena hands him the microphone, indicating that it's his time to speak. Cena retreats to a corner while Solo Sikoa positions himself closer to Cena. Knight addresses Roman, asking if he's feeling the pressure now. He mocks Roman's titles, claiming that he's just a man standing in Knight's way. I forgot. Now he has just one belt now. Knight introduces himself to Roman, suggesting that while Roman has been inactive for the past month and a half, things have evolved. He urges the crowd to let Roman know whose game it is now. LA Knight, yeah! Roman Reigns responds, stating that they should be proud of LA Knight because he's been able to get the crowd to say his name after just a few months. Roman emphasizes his own 1,100 plus days as a champion and claims to have accomplished more in the wrestling business than LA Knight could ever dream of. He questions Knight's right to think he belongs in his ring. LA Knight fires back, warning Roman that talking like that is a surefire way to become a thing of the past. He boasts of being the fastest rising star in SmackDown history. Suddenly, Jimmy Uso delivers a super kick to Knight, but Knight manages to send Jimmy out of the ring which I thought Jimmy was still attacking him, which I'm like watching like, Cena, you gonna do anything? Knight has some choice words for Roman and Solo, but Paul Heyman advises Roman to leave the ring. Eventually, Solo also departs at Roman's command. Roman instructs Solo to handle Knight, and Solo gets back on the apron, ready for a showdown. Knight interrupts Solo's action as a challenge and accepts, taunting that he'll clean the ring with Solo tonight. The broadcast cuts to a commercial break at this point. Kit Wilson and Elton Prince versus Butch and Ridge Holland. As we return from the commercial break, there is a voiceover discussing the devastating injury that Elton Prince suffered in his previous encounter with Ridge Holland. Remarkably, Elton has made an incredible recovery now is now known as Elton Strong. Elton makes his entrance, and the crowd erupts with excitement as he stands up from a wheelchair, signaling that he's back in action and ready to compete. The action is in the ring intensifies as Butch and Elton begin the match. Butch claims early control with a wrist lock and delivers a stomp to Elton's elbow. Ridge tags in and the two execute a quick tag to Kit. Ridge lands a powerful back elbow, but Kit manages to land on his feet after an attempted belly-to-belly suplex. Ridge responds with a clothesline to Kit's back and a forearm across the chest. Butch tags back in and continues the assault on Kit, connecting with a knee strike. He then kicks Elton off the apron before executing a German suplex on Kit. Butch sends Kit to the arena floor and follows up with a prosciutto dive onto Kit outside the ring. Meanwhile, Elton gets on the apron, but Ridge delivers forearms to him, while Butch continues to pummel Kit with forearms on the announce table. The action becomes intense, and the tension rises as we head into a commercial break. As we return from the commercial break, Kit starts to turn the tide by delivering punches to Butch. Butch fights back with a series of chops, but Elton tags in and connects with a forearm. While Kit holds Butch, Elton follows up with punches, kicks, and a European uppercut. He kicks Butch in the head, showcasing his aggressive offense. Elton continues with a display of strength and resilience, keeping Butch away from his corner. Kit joins the action with a running uppercut in the corner. Butch counters Elton's attempt from the turnbuckles with a big boot to the face. Elton and Kit demonstrate their teamwork, but Ridge tags in and unleashes clotheslines on both Elton and Kit. Ridge follows up with a gut buster on Elton's injured shoulder and then a powerful slam on of Elton and Kit. Just as Ridge is about to capitalize on this, Kit breaks up the pin attempt. Butch attempts a power bomb on the apron, but Kit counters with a backdrop. Ridge knocks Kit off the apron and executes a suplex on Elton. However, Elton appears to have injured his knee, and the referee checks on him. Elton manages to get back to his feet, but the referee stops him. Kit kicks Ridge and Elton seizes the opportunity to roll up Ridge for the 3 count. Your winners are Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. After the match, Kit playfully rolls Elton around with the stage arena in a wheelchair. Imagine, he just, that would be a great storyline. Remember Zack Ryder went off the cliff or off the ramp by Kane? Excuse me, sorry. A recap of LWO versus Street Business, match from Fastlane is shown. God dang, I gotta slow down. Hold up. Kayla Braxton interviews Carlito in backstage area, asking him about his return. Carlito describes his return with a single word, cool. Bobby Lashley interrupts the interview, praising Carlito's return. He mentions the last time he saw Carlito, he was being beaten up on SmackDown, and welcomes him to his show. Carlito suggests that his first match back on SmackDown should be against Bobby Lashley. I do agree. However, Bobby claims he's not dressed to wrestle. Before anything further can happen, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins attack Carlito with a chair. Before Bobby can intervene, Adam Pearce and officials rush out to stop the assault. The show then heads into another commercial break. As we return from the commercial break, LWO members are checking on Carlito after the earlier attack on Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Bayley approaches and inquires about EO's celebration. Zelina Vega reassures Bayley's not to worry about it. But just then, Adam Pearce intervenes. He suggests that Bayley and Zelina have a match right now. In Roman Reigns' suit, he has a conversation with Jimmy Uso, questioning his actions. Jimmy explains that he's trying to emulate Roman by making audibles in the ring. Roman says somewhat amused. Asks Jimmy if he thinks he's the quarterback and what he would do in that role. Jimmy mentions getting Jay, but Roman dismisses the idea of involving Jay, calling him old news, and suggesting that Jay's championship run with Cody Rhodes is a disservice to the bloodline. Roman formally instructs Jimmy to stop calling audibles. They share a fist pump, indicating that they're on the same page now. I don't think so. Bayley with Dakota Kai and Io Sky versus Zelina Vega. In a match that quickly picked up the pace, Bayley intentionally proposes a test of strength, but Zelina responds with a forearm strike. Vega then goes for a wrist lock. I just have, every time when I talk this long, I have a little tickle, and delivers some kicks to Bayley's arm. Bayley tries to counter with a slam, but Vega sends her into the corner instead. Bayley blocks an arm drag attempt, but Vega springs into a wheelbarrow maneuver, transitioning into an arm drag. Vega follows up with a forearms and a head scissors takedown, but Bayley reigns control with a clothesline and an elbow drop, earning a near fall. Bayley attempts a belly-to-belly suplex, but Vega escapes and kicks her. Zelina Vega executes a drop kick, sending Bayley into the ropes, and follows it up with a 619. Vega proceeds to kick Bayley and then ascends to the turnbuckles for a meteor, getting another close to count. Vega signals for the code red, but Io Del Armor gets on the apron to distract her. In response, Vega kicks Io off the apron, but this allows Bayley to capitalize with a knee strike to Vega's face, followed by her Rose Plant finisher to the 3 count. Your winner, Bayley. After the match, both Io Sky and Bayley continued the attack on Vega. Charlotte Flair makes her way to the ring, Ablett cautiously in her heels. As Bayley retreats from the scene, Triple H, also known as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, makes his way to the ring, joining Adam Pearce, who is already present in the corner. Hunter addresses the crowd, acknowledging that a significant part of him misses the electric chants from the WWE Universe. He reflects on the excitement in the arena, mentioning that it might be the time of the year, but they've just had a successful Fastlane event, and they are heading towards Crown Jewel and Survivor Series. Hunter emphasizes that it all begins right here tonight on the season premiere of SmackDown. Triple H takes the opportunity to shine a spotlight on an unsung hero of WWE. Adam Pearce, he acknowledges Adam's great career as an in-ring performer, but emphasizes his expectational work as a WWE official over the last 3 years. Pearce has handled the challenging task of managing the superstars of both Raw and SmackDown, overseeing both shows. Hunter extends his gratitude to Adam for the outstanding job he has done. Hunter then reveals that no one should shoulder this responsibility alone. And as of this moment, Adam Pearce is being promoted to a position of general manager. I thought he was general manager the whole time. So, of Raw. This announcement leads to the unveiling of the general manager of SmackDown. Dominic Mysterio interrupts, expressing his concerns about the recent events, such as the Judgment Day getting screwed out of their tag titles at Fastlane, and Jay and Cody defending their titles tonight when the Judgment Day has a title match scheduled. He questions Hunter's decision. Hunter pretends he can't hear Dom due to the loud crowd booing him, and suggests Dom talks to the SmackDown general manager, Nicolaitis, about his grievance. Nicolaitis enters the ring, shakes Hunter's hand, and expresses his gratitude for the opportunity to be in charge of the number one brand in sports entertainment. He hints at potential competition between the brands and introduces the newest member of SmackDown roster. Dominic dismissively states that nobody cares and mentions that Cody and Jay are the problem he has to deal with. He threatens to smack the newest SmackDown superstar. However, Kevin Owens makes his way to the ring. He looks around at everyone and, in a surprising twist, kicks Dominic and delivers a stunner, seemingly because Dom is not wearing a suit. Nick and Kevin shake hands, and the others in the ring also exchange handshakes. Meanwhile, in Roman Reigns' suit, he becomes increasingly unhappy. He realizes that Kevin Owens is on his show, along with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Jimmy is on his couch, and Roman questions why everyone is on his show, emphasizing that he called the shots. He instructs Jimmy to run the play, and Jimmy leaves the suit with Solo. The show heads to a commercial break. As we return from commercial break, there is a spotlight on Dragon Lee, who expresses his desire to show the world that he is a special talent in professional wrestling. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven are seen with Nick Aldis expressing their concerns about the supposed curse of the tag titles. Chelsea even suggests that the idea of introducing new tag titles to break the curse. That ain't gonna break the curse there. Nick mentions that he has a meeting with Charlotte Flair and asks Chelsea and Piper to leave. Before they go, Nick points out that he watched the match at Fastlane and believes that if the referee hadn't been distracted, Chelsea might have become the champion. He announces that next week Charlotte Flair will face Io Sky for the Women's Championship. Why, WWE? Why keep putting Charlotte in an undeserved title match? Just as Nick finishes speaking, Charlotte Flair turns around and becomes face-to-face with Jade Cargill. Hunter attempts to introduce Jade to Charlotte, but Charlotte interjects, stating that she already knows who Jade is. Jade offers a polite greeting and Charlotte walks away. I don't like the two anyways. I'd care less for those two. The tension between the two talented female wrestlers is palpable as they cross paths on SmackDown. Jay and Cody versus Austin Theory and Grayson Waller for the men's tag titles. The match is underway with Cody Rhodes and Grayson Waller starting things off. Cody begins with a kick followed by a drop down uppercut. He follows up with a knee to Waller's midsection. Cody applies a wrist lock, but Waller counters with a kick and tags in Austin Theory. Theory enters the ring, posing conventionally. Cody quickly takes Theory down and attempts to apply a figure four leg lock, but Theory manages to escape. Waller tags back in, and Cody maintains control with another wrist lock. Cody then tags in Jey Uso. Cody whips Waller into the corner, and Jey delivers a kick in the corner. Waller responds with a kick and a headbutt, but the Samoan head prevails over the Australian one, and Waller rolls to the outside. Theory tags in and executes a backbreaker on Jey. Jey fights back with punches, but Theory sends him to the apron. Jey tries to hold on, but Theory knocks him off the apron. At this point, we head into a commercial break. As we return from a commercial break, Austin Theory maintains control with a reverse chin lock on Jey Uso. Jey fights back with punches, but Theory sends him to the mat by his hair. Theory kicks Jey in the corner and proceeds to choke him. Grayson Waller also gets involved, kicking Jey in the head while Theory continues the assault. Waller tags in and Jey attempts to punch his way out of the corner. Theory rejoins the action and hits a knee followed by a backbreaker. Waller adds a springboard elbow drop for a near fall. Waller exchanges some words with Cody before refocusing on Jey. Jey manages to block a kick and lands a dragon whip. Cody and Theory both tag in. Cody takes control with a clothesline and back elbow, followed up by a running forearm. He floats over and hits a power slam on Theory, then delivers the beautiful disaster kick. Cody attempts the crossroads, but Waller goes for a slingshot rolling cutter. However, Cody counters and hits another beautiful disaster. Theory recovers and executes a fisherman's neckbreaker for a near fall. Jey Uso intervenes with a super kick to knock Waller off the apron, and then delivers a super kick to Theory. Cody and Jey combine for the Cody Cutter 1D combination. Jey follows up with a suicide dive to Waller, leaving Cody to hit the crossroads on Theory for a 3 count. Your winners, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, retain the championship. After the match, as Cody and Jey head to the back, they are suddenly interrupted by Roman Reigns' entrance music. Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa make their way out to stand face-to-face with Jey and Cody. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman come out, and Roman confronts Cody face-to-face. However, Nicolaitis appears and tells them that it's not happening tonight. The situation is diffused, and we head to another commercial break. We could see another... This story is not finished. As we return from commercial break, LA Knight and Solo are locked in heated battle. LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa for your main event. They begin with a lock-up, and Solo backs Knight into the corner, but Knight responds with a series of punches. Solo sends Knight into the corner, and Knight blocks a punch before delivering more strikes. Solo retaliates with a back elbow, but Knight manages to land on his feet after a suplex attempt and hits a neckbreaker. Solo counters with a clothesline when Knight goes for a crossbody. Solo then attempts a slam, but then Knight gets to his feet, preventing it. However, Knight struggles to lift Solo for a slam, and Solo takes advantage with a chop and an Irish whip. Knight counters with a boot to the face and a dropkick targeting Solo's knee and head. Knight follows up by clotheslining Solo over the top rope to the floor and hitting a drop kick through the ropes. Knight sends Solo into the ringside before rolling him back into the ring. Knight attempts to suplex Solo to the floor, but Solo blocks it and lands a punch to Knight's midsection. Solo then sends Knight crashing into the ring post, connecting their intense battle. The match is in full swing as both competitors look to gain the upper hand. As we return from the commercial break, Solo Sikoa has LA Knight in a nerve hold, applying pressure to try to wear his opponent down. Knight manages to get to his feet and starts throwing punches at Solo. However, when Knight tries to slam Solo, he collapses under Solo's weight and Solo gets a near fall. Solo follows up with a belly-to-belly suplex for a near fall. And a running hip into the corner, he punches Knight in the corner and delivers headbutts. Solo then returns to the nerve hold, trying to maintain control. Knight fights back with punches, but Solo responds with a punch of his own and an Irish whip. Knight counters with a back elbow drop and goes to the turnbuckles, hitting a bulldog for a near fall. Solo recovers with a Samoan drop for a close 2 count. Knight attempts a sunset flip, but Solo remains upright. Not going over, Solo misses a seated splash as Knight moves, and then he misses a corner splash hitting the ring post. But Solo and Knight exchange punches, but Knight gains the advantage. He unleashes a flurry of punches, and Solo stays on his feet. Knight follows up with a flying clothesline and a DDT. Knight continues with kicks and a running knee in the corner. Solo gets Knight up on his shoulders, but Knight escapes and hits a power slam. Knight sets up for his BFT, blunt force trauma finisher, but Solo manages to escape. However, just as the match reaches a critical point, Jimmy Uso runs out, attempting to interfere. John Cena arrives to stop Jimmy and hits an attitude adjustment on him. Solo Sikoa takes advantage and delivers a Samoan spike on Cena, but Knight recovers and hits the BFT on Solo Sikoa for the 3 count. Your winner, LA Knight. Knight celebrates his victory, but as he comes off the turnbuckles, he is met with a spear from Roman Reigns. The show concludes with Roman Reigns standing tall over LA Knight. That's it for this episode of SmackDown. I will not do Rampage tonight. I'm sorry, but I will do, or I might not do AEW Dynamite. We'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys when I can. Probably for Monday Night Raw. I'm unstoppable, and I'm out.
Hey, everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Juan and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy-ass bitch motherfucker.